Beloved soul, stop scrolling for a moment. You didn't find this message by accident. The angels have been whispering your name in the language of light. And heaven sent this word to you right now because something powerful is about to shift. The angels say, their next move will shock everyone, but it's all for you. There's a divine orchestration happening behind the scenes. What looks like rejection is actually redirection. What feels like the end is the beginning of your divine elevation. Heaven wants you to understand you're not being punished, you're being positioned. The angels are saying, because the season you're entering cannot be shared with everyone who started with you. Some people have served their purpose in your story. Others were never meant to see your next level. And so, heaven is allowing the separation, the confusion, and the silence, not as punishment but as protection, because the next chapter of your life requires purity of energy. The angels are revealing this clearly. Someone's next move, the very one that will shock everyone, has already been written by heaven. It's part of the plan, and it's all happening for you. That person, the one you loved, the one who left, the one whose actions confused you, is about to do something unexpected. It may look painful at first. It may even look like betrayal, but what's truly happening is divine alignment. Heaven says, I am using their choices to move you into your promise. You see, when destiny calls, not everyone answers, and sometimes their silence becomes your signal to rise. Right now, your guardian angel is standing beside you, even as you listen to these words, whispering softly. You are about to see why everything happened the way it did. The idiom, angels say that what's coming will shock everyone, because those who once overlooked, you are about to witness your divine rise. The very people who questioned your worth are about to watch you walk into your breakthrough, one heaven designed long before they doubted. But remember this, it's not for revenge. It's not for pride. It's for purpose, because everything that's shifting and every move, every silence, every goodbye, it's all for you. When God wants to bless you, He doesn't always send people. Sometimes He removes them. And that's what's happening. Now angels are rearranging your atmosphere. They're taking out energies. They would block your growth. They're moving people who can't celebrate your next miracle. They're silencing voices that would speak doubt into your destiny. Because where you're going, clarity is sacred. The angels say, their next move may surprise you, but your next step will surprise the world. There's a divine reversal taking place. What was meant to hurt you will heal you. What was meant to confuse you will confirm you. You will soon realize that heaven has been in control the entire time. Even the delay had divine design. So take a deep breath. You are not forgotten. You are being guided, molded, and prepared. You're standing at the edge of a miracle that will realign everything. The people who walked away made room for the ones meant to walk with you. The closed doors made way for the divine gates of destiny to open. Heaven is whispering, don't chase, don't panic, don't question, just trust, because their next move is part of your divine movie. You're about to see tables turn. The same mouths that doubted you will speak your name in honor. The same eyes that rolled at your dreams will witness your elevation. The same people who thought they buried you will realize you were being planted, because heaven never loses track of those who walk by. Faith, you've cried, prayed, and questioned. But heaven says, I saw your tears. I heard your cries. I am turning your waiting into winning. Say this out loud with faith. I am not losing anyone meant for me. I am not missing any blessing designed for me. Every move around me is divinely ordered. I trust the plan. Right now, your angels are moving pieces on the chessboard of destiny. They are shifting hearts, removing distractions, and aligning opportunities. Everything that's confusing today will make sense soon. And when it does, you'll look back and say, "Now I see why it all had to happen." Listen closely. Beloved soul, this next part isn't just a message. It's confirmation. Heaven wants you to see that what feels like chaos is actually choreography. What looks like loss is divine leverage. You might not realize it yet, but your story is unfolding according to a heavenly pattern. Every heartbreak, every unexpected goodbye, every silence that broke you, none of it was random. The angels say, heaven never wastes pain. Every shock, every shift, every tear has a divine reason. The people who surprised you with their actions, the friend who suddenly turned cold, the love that vanished without warning. Even they were part of the setup, because God doesn't just move in comfort, He moves in contrast. The angels reveal this. When heaven is about to bless you publicly, it first removes you privately. That's why things have felt quiet lately. That's why doors that once opened easily now stay closed, because heaven is clearing the stage for your grand entrance. Sometimes, the shock you feel is the sound of heaven rearranging your destiny. You thought they left you, but they were moved out to make space. You thought the opportunity ended, but heaven was protecting you from limitation. You thought it was rejection, but it was redirection into divine protection. Right now, the angels are positioning you like a piece on a divine chessboard. Each move around you, even the ones that hurt, has purpose. The angels say, do not fight the shift. Flow with it, because heaven is positioning you for something far greater than what was lost. The one who walked away may think it was their choice, but heaven whispered it first, because the timing of your destiny must align perfectly with heaven's clock. And sometimes, alignment requires separation. Before a divine promise is revealed, there's always a moment of shock. The Bible shows this pattern again and again. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers before he wore the crown. Esther was hidden before she became queen. David was ignored before he was anointed. Their stories looked like endings, but heaven was only setting the stage, and the same is true for you. Heaven says, do not fear their next move. It's already under divine control. What shocks others will shape your blessing. There's someone right now planning something you don't see, a conversation, a decision, a change, but heaven is already 2 steps ahead. The angels are saying, their plan will only serve the prophecy. They think they're moving away from you. They think they're closing a chapter. But heaven has already written the ending, and it's victory for you. That's why this message found you at this very moment, because heaven wants to prepare your heart before the shift happens. Before blessings are released, heaven presses pause. It's not rejection, it's spiritual incubation. Like a seed buried in the soil, you've been hidden, not forgotten. You're growing roots of strength, patience and faith. The angels say when you emerge, you won't recognize yourself. Your light will be stronger, your faith deeper, your voice louder. That's why this waiting season feels so uncomfortable. Heaven is stretching you to fit the size of your next miracle. Heaven sometimes allows shocking moments to expose true intentions. When people show their real colors, don't be disheartened. Be thankful. You prayed for truth, and heaven revealed it. You asked for clarity, and heaven uncovered it. Because not everyone can stand in the glow of your breakthrough, angels say, the shock was your spiritual wake-up call. You couldn't see the full picture before, but now your spirit is awakening to the truth. Every ending was divinely designed to bring your beginning. Take a deep breath. Remember every person who left suddenly. Remember the times you questioned your worth. Remember the nights you cried and whispered, Why me, God? Now hear this. Because you were chosen. You carry an energy that cannot be hidden. You carry purpose that cannot be diluted. And heaven had to protect it, even if that protection came wrapped in pain. The angels want you to know this truth. The people who walked away didn't break your story. They completed their role. It's time to release resentment and open your heart to divine redirection. The next move will shock everyone. Yes, but heaven says it's the final unlock before your next blessing. The one who doubted, you will see your growth. The one who rejected you will watch your reward. The one who underestimated you will witness your rise. Because when heaven elevates you, no one can deny it. Right now, things may seem slow, but in the spiritual realm, acceleration is already happening. Angels are setting up divine appointments. Hidden helpers are being stirred in your favor. Unexpected blessings are already moving toward you. The silence is not empty. It's full of preparation. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your favor is being written into hearts you've never met. Their next move may look like rejection, but it's actually heaven's green light for your destiny to unfold. Heaven doesn't see chaos. It sees coordination. Every person, every moment, every move is working like divine gears turning behind a curtain. Soon, the curtain will lift, and everyone will see what heaven has been building in you. The shock won't be your downfall. It will be your launch. They thought they ended your story, but they only triggered your resurrection. Repeat these words aloud. I am walking in divine timing. Every move around me is part of my elevation. Nothing is lost. Everything is being transformed. Their next move cannot stop my destiny. Let these words vibrate in your spirit. The angels say, in the next season you will understand everything. People will wonder how you kept going, how you stayed kind, how you didn't retaliate, and you will simply smile, because you'll know it was grace. It wasn't your strength that carried you. It was heaven's hands. You were not being destroyed. You were being designed. Beloved soul, prepare your heart. The shock that's coming will not break you. It will bless you. And when it happens, don't panic, don't question. Smile quietly, because you'll remember this message. Heaven says, you are being moved, not removed. Elevated, not erased. The story is turning. The ending will surprise everyone, and the glory will belong to God. Beloved soul, you've been through the storm, the silence, and the shock, but hear this clearly. The same hands that allowed the breaking are now preparing the blessing. The angels say, heaven never ends on loss. Every pain is a prophecy in disguise. The very thing that wounded you is now becoming the weapon that will win for a You are standing in the turning point, the place where pain transforms into power. When pain enters your life, heaven begins an exchange. Tears become testimony. Heartbreak becomes higher calling. Confusion becomes clarity. The angels whisper, do not curse what crushed you. It crowned you. Because the pressure that nearly broke you is the same pressure that formed your purpose. Think of a diamond. It is born beneath weight and darkness, invisible to the world until the light finds it. That's you, hidden, refined, and soon to be revealed. Every angel understands this secret. Pain refines the soul the way fire purifies gold. Heaven doesn't cause your suffering, but heaven uses it, shaping your character into strength, compassion, and discernment. The angels say, you asked for elevation, so heaven gave you experience. You couldn't see it before, but the struggle was your spiritual school. You were learning patience. You were learning trust. You were learning how to shine when nothing made sense. At first, the breaking feels like ending, but suddenly, something shifts. The heaviness begins to lift. You start feeling peace in places where pain once lived. That's not coincidence, that's resurrection. The angels celebrate quietly when this happens, because they know the soul has reached maturity. The wound no longer controls you, it fuels you. And that's when heaven begins to accelerate everything. Doors that once stayed closed start unlocking. People who ignored you begin to notice. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. Because now, your energy matches your destiny. Heaven's mathematics are mysterious. One heartbreak can multiply into countless blessings. The angels say, every tear watered a seed. Every disappointment built endurance. So don't resent the season that hurt you. Thank it. It revealed who you are when everything else was stripped away. You discovered your power. You found your voice. You realized you could stand even when shaking. That is divine. Reversal. Heaven crowns in silence. While you were alone, the crown of strength was placed on your spirit. No one saw it happen, but the evidence is your peace. The angels are saying, you are wearing invisible glory. That's why some people can't look you in the eye anymore. They feel the light on you. They sense your elevation, even before you speak, because heaven has shifted your frequency. You no longer vibrate with fear, and you resonate with faith. The Bible whispers this pattern. Joseph was imprisoned before influence. Job was broken before double restoration. Ruth was widowed before destiny aligned her with Boaz. Each story followed the same rhythm. Pain, patience, promotion, and heaven is saying, your story follows that same rhythm now. You're in the final movement, the rise after the rest. The angels invite you to forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, it's freeing. When you release the bitterness, heaven rushes in with blessing. Let go of what they did, and watch what heaven will do. The moment you stop replaying the past, angels begin replaying your future. Something in you is awakening. The part that knows you were never ordinary. You feel it, don't you? That quiet confidence rising from your spirit, that knowing that somehow, despite everything, you're still here, stronger, softer, wiser. The angels say, this is your spiritual maturity. You've crossed from victim to victor. Now heaven can trust you with greater things because you can carry them with humility. Here's how you'll know the shift is real. Peace replaces panic. You stop chasing and start trusting. Opportunities return. Things that were stuck suddenly move forward. Synchronicities appear. Numbers, dreams, and confirmations echo your next step. New connections form. Heaven replaces who left with who's meant to stay. When these signs show up, don't question them, and celebrate them. They're proof that your pain has completed its purpose. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not lost. You are being led. You are not forgotten. You are being favored. Heaven says this day marks a spiritual pivot. The energy around you is changing. Angels are turning the ashes of your past into the foundation of your future. The story is transforming, and so are you. Do you remember the person whose next move was supposed to shock everyone? Here's the secret. That move activated your miracle. Their exit made room for divine entry. Their rejection made space for redirection. Their silence became the stage for your sound. Without their move, your destiny would still be waiting. So heaven whispers, thank them. They pushed you into purpose. Repeat these words aloud, slowly, with faith. Every pain I've faced has turned into purpose. Every closed door is now opening in my favor. I forgive, I release, and I rise. My angels go before me, and nothing meant for harm will stop my blessing. Feel that? That warmth is alignment. Your vibration has just shifted to match heaven's frequency. The angels promise, within the next season, What once broke you will bless you. What once confused you will confirm you. You will look back and thank heaven for every shock. You will walk into spaces you once dreamed of. You will meet souls that feel like home, and you will finally understand why you had to lose some people to find yourself. The turning point happens when you say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to trusting, yes to the unknown. Heaven can only pour into open hands, so open them now, is not in desperation, but in surrender. What's meant for me will always find me. I release resistance and allow the divine flow, and watch, miracles will start moving toward you effortlessly. Beloved soul, can you feel it? Something is shifting in the air. Heaven has finished its silence. The curtain that covered your blessings is starting to lift. The angels say you've passed the test. You've walked through the fire without losing faith. Now the unveiling begins. For months, maybe years, your life felt like a puzzle with missing pieces. But every unanswered prayer, every closed door was a piece being carved in secret. Now heaven fits them together before your very eyes. A message arrives at the perfect time. A stranger speaks words you've prayed in. Silence. Opportunities knock that look nothing like what you lost, but feel exactly right. These are not coincidences. They are angelic signatures, proof that the unseen world has turned its focus back toward you. What was hidden is no longer concealed. The angels whisper, heaven is ready to display what it has been building. The delay wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Heaven had to mature your spirit before it revealed your blessing. If the promise had come too early, the weight of it might have crushed you. Now, because you've grown in faith, you can carry what once would have carried you away. Every moment you spent feeling forgotten refined your discernment. You no longer chase illusions. You recognize truth by vibration. That's why the unveiling can finally begin, because you can now recognize divine timing instead of fighting it. Right now, there's movement in the unseen realm. Angels are rearranging schedules so divine appointments align. They're whispering your name to decision makers. They're orchestrating encounters that will confirm your next step. Heaven says, I am revealing what I prepared while you were crying. The people who once walked away may suddenly reappear, not to reclaim you, but to witness what heaven has done through you. Part of this unveiling includes clarity about relationships. The masks are off. You'll finally see who was genuine, who was jealous, and who was heaven sent. It might sting at first, but it's sacred clarity. Because when heaven promotes you, it also protects you. Do not fear exposure, the angels say. Light only reveals what's real. So bless even the truth that hurts. It's proof that heaven loves you enough to show you everything before lifting you higher. In this next phase, heaven makes things tangible. Projects finally take shape. Finances start to flow. Love that aligns with purpose begins to approach. Doors that felt welded shut swing open without effort, and people will look at you in wonder, whispering, how did this happen so suddenly? But you'll know it wasn't sudden. It was spiritual gestation reaching full term. The angels say, what looks like overnight success is the fruit of unseen obedience. You'll receive recognition, but this time it won't inflate your pride. Because you remember the valley, you remember praying with nothing but faith. Heaven trusts you now to shine without forgetting who gave you the light. That humility is your crown. Stay grateful. Your guardian angel reminds you. The same grace that revealed this season will sustain it. The unveiling isn't just about you being seen, it's about God being seen through you. Your resilience becomes testimony. Your kindness becomes ministry. Your peace becomes Prophecy. Every eye that watches your rise will feel heaven's fingerprints on your life. You won't need to defend your story. Your glow will speak louder than words. The angels say, your presence will now preach louder than your pain ever could. During this unveiling, you'll reconnect with parts of yourself you abandoned to survive. The creative spark, the laughter, the confidence that once made you radiant, they're returning now, purified and stronger. You'll no longer shrink to fit small spaces. You'll expand to fill the divine one. Heaven smiles as it watches you remember who you were before fear dimmed your light, because that remembrance is the true unveiling. Remember the prophecy? Their next move will shock everyone, but it's all for you. Now it happens, that unexpected decision they make, the one everyone talks about, will turn attention toward you. Not in scandal, but in sovereign alignment. People will be stunned by how gracefully you rise amid the noise. What was meant to unsettle you will establish you. What they meant for closure becomes your confirmation. The angels say, heaven loves dramatic irony. It turns every plot twist into divine proof. Watch for these confirmations, sudden clarity, dreams or numbers that repeat, showing you exactly what to do next. Rapid manifestation, prayers answered within hours or days instead of months. Elevation invitations, people of influence reaching out unexpectedly, unusual. Calm, the peace that once felt impossible now fills every room you enter. When these appear, smile. Heaven is saying, the unveiling has begun. Gratitude is the magnet that keeps blessings multiplying. Every thank you becomes an echo that summons more grace. So even in the unveiling, stay humble. Celebrate quietly before you celebrate publicly. Let every victory remind you of divine mercy, not personal power. The angels promise the more you honor heaven, the longer heaven honors you. You are moving from obscurity to influence, not for fame, but for purpose. Your story will inspire souls who thought God forgot them. Your light will guide others through their own waiting season. And that's the true reason for the unveiling. Not to glorify you, but to glorify what love can do through you. Repeat aloud, what was hidden for me is now revealed to me. Every delay has become divine timing. I am ready, worthy and aligned with heaven's plan. Feel the resonance of that statement ripple through your heart. You're agreeing with the divine. That's how manifestation happens, through faith-filled alignment. Heaven whispers now, you're about to step into rooms that fit your anointing. The very stage others tried to block will now spotlight you, and those who doubted will silently respect the hand of God on your life. Don't gloat. Don't boast, just shine. Because light doesn't argue, it simply reveals. Beloved soul, the waiting is over. The season that once whispered pain now sings praise. Heaven is moving from hidden work to holy reward. The angels say, I saw every tear, counted every sacrifice, recorded every act of faith when no one else noticed. Now I will honor it openly. This is the hour of divine recognition, not the applause of crowds, but the quiet confirmation that God kept his promise. Suddenly, the tide turns, messages arrive, doors reopen, opportunities appear that feel hand-delivered. Where you once faced resistance, you now meet readiness. People who doubted, you begin to speak blessings. Those who walked away start to understand. The very space that once rejected you becomes the platform that receives you. The angels whisper, this is not coincidence, it is compensation. Heaven restores in layers. Joy, peace, provision, reputation, and all of it flows effortlessly. Because you no longer strive, you simply align. There will be visibility, yes, but your true reward is peace that stays. You'll notice you no longer crave validation. You carry it. You no longer chase love. You attract it. You no longer beg for opportunity. You embody readiness. That calm confidence is heaven's signature. It says, "This one belongs to me." You don't need to prove anyone wrong. Heaven already did. The same people who misread you will witness your maturity. Your silence becomes your sermon. The light of your eyes will correct every lie. The angels say forgiveness keeps your crown polished. Every time you choose mercy over bitterness, heaven multiplies your favor. Expect tangible evidence of this new season: provision, unexpected income, debt release, open doors of work or creativity. Purpose partners, people who match your spirit, not just your status. Peaceful environments. You'll feel guided to new spaces that nurture you. Prophetic confirmation, dreams, numbers, songs, or verses that echo this message. Each sign is heaven's way of saying, "You did not suffer in vain." Because private endurance deserves public evidence, heaven wants the world to see that faith works, that purity still prospers, that love outlasts betrayal. When others witness your elevation, it becomes testimony, not triumphalism. They realize if God did it for you, He can do it for them too. That's how your story becomes ministry. The angels rejoice now. They sing your name in light. They have waited for this unveiling as much as you have. You stood when shaking. You praised while bleeding. Now stand tall, your harvest is here. The energy around you glows with completion. Cycles are closing. New portals open. Speak this aloud. I receive the reward prepared for me. What I lost returns purified. I walk in peace, prosperity, and divine partnership. My life glorifies heaven. Each word you release builds a bridge for blessings to travel through. Remember the prophecy. Their next move will shock everyone, but it's all for you. Now the shock is complete. They made their move. Heaven made its miracle, and the outcome is your restoration. People will watch, speechless as you thrive without bitterness, shine without noise, and love without fear. That silent grace is the loudest sermon heaven could preach through you. Beloved soul, the story ends where it began, in divine intention. Everything that once confused you now confirms you. You were never forsaken. You were being formed. The promise stands. Their next move will shock everyone, but it's all for you. If this message found your spirit, it's because heaven wanted to remind you that you are guided, guarded, and greatly loved. Keep this energy of faith alive. Before you go, like this video if it spoke peace to your heart. Comment a word or phrase that resonated with your soul. Your declaration of faith may inspire someone else. Subscribe to Words of Angel to receive every new message heaven releases through this space. Each time you engage, you keep the light circulating. And remember, heaven speaks most clearly to those who listen with love.